Hello class, my name is Professor Flores and I will be your instructor for English 1302. This is a generic orientation, very brief, for all 1302 sections, 16 9-week, 12-week classes. All of you have your courses listed in your Blackboard page. The first thing that you will do is click on your course, and for this section, all of the material that you will read and study, instructions on how to write and when to submit papers, will be in the content area right here. They will be listed as modules. We will go over one of these modules shortly. We also have the due dates for the papers, a handbook that you don't have to buy. I will be leading you to this or guiding you towards this if needed. And then a course evaluation at the end. It's important that you keep track of your announcements, my announcements, if you will. And the syllabus is posted here. Everything you're going to read in the class is here. Let me click on that. Here are the stories that you're going to read. You don't have to buy anything. So if you have any problems with any of these links, you need to notify me immediately. And I will figure out if the problem is at your end or at our end. Today we will go over, first of all, week 1. And this is a sample module, if you will. Every time you click a module, you will have a folder. And once you click the folder, you will have everything that you need for that module. They all have a study guide with the dates when material is due, an explanation of what you need to do, and let's take this for example. Watch video, critical approaches to literature. Well, that would be right here. Okay, so I'm sure that you will be guided amply through this class, because all of this material, if you want to make a copy of the entire course, you can do it from the syllabus. All right? And I'll briefly show you that syllabus in a minute. But in every module, you will have a study guide, dates, and the material that I'm asking you to explore right here. You will also have a link to, in this case, stories, for example. But if that link doesn't work, you still have them over here. Here I want you to read A and P. If you go through the anthology of readings, you'll find A and P listed there also. For orientation, you will need to, this is important, you will need to complete student information sheet. The student information sheet, fill it out. I need to know your mailing address. I need to know when I can contact you and how I can contact you. As you know, we don't have physical office hours. Our campuses are still under a limited quarantine. I need to know that you have the prerequisites for this class, so tell me when you complete it, or where, or when and where you completed your 3 hours of 1301, that you've read the syllabus, that you understand that if you don't have the prerequisite, you could be dropped. This has to get to me by Sunday of the first week. And if not, the system will drop you from the class. Okay? So let's work on that student information sheet as soon as you can. Get that out of the way. So let's go over one module. We've gone over the syllabus. Well, no, we haven't actually. But let me just open it. See, in the syllabus module or folder, you have two syllabi. You have the departmental syllabus that applies to all 1302 classes taught at ACC. And from there, instructors write their own particular syllabus. So a syllabus will contain everything that you need, including how to get a hold of me, right? Information about the course description, how you are being graded. Maybe I'll say a few words on that briefly. In this class, you're going to write 1, 1.5, 2, and 3, 4 short papers worth 50 points. And then you're going to write 2 longer papers that are worth 100 points each. You will also be doing 10 discussion boards that are worth 10 points each. So the maximum that you, the maximum points you can get in this class for an A plus would be 500. All right. Okay. This is still being edited a little bit, but actually, no, it's right. It's this is for an F, for a D, for a C. The number of points that you need in order to get the grade that you seek. There's an explanation of the papers here. What you do in the short papers, remember, 4. And what you do in the longer papers, 2. So altogether, the papers and the discussion boards will get you your grade in this class. But as you can also see, this is a 16-week schedule. And since this is a general orientation, you may be in a 12-week class, or you may be in a 9-week class. When you open up your section, the information that you see under syllabus will be for your particular section. I also use Microsoft Office, and with a little bit of maneuvering, you should be able to get a free copy right here, a free copy of Office 365. The papers that you submit to me need to be compatible with Word, or if not, I cannot mark them. So let's get out of here. And let's look at one module here. Let's look at module 1. Again, there's the folder. You click it. You see your study guide, the week 2 and week 3, the dates, the links to whatever you need to read, and then the material that will be studied. I don't know what your situation is, so I don't know how you will pace yourself through these units. But let's say that you don't want to do anything on the 25th. Maybe you can double up on the 28th. As long as you go by these, because assignments do have a date, especially a due date, especially the discussion boards. Discussion boards. So in this study guide, you will see what you need to do. You will make sure that the links are open, like this is an introduction on how to write a central idea. Here you will get a sample paper that you will use in order to write your paper. Instructions on what to do for that particular paper. Right? And then this is where you will submit the paper. Paper 1 Central Idea. This is where you will submit the paper. So we were talking about the 10 forums. When there's a forum due, I will alert you already in the due dates. All right? When there's a forum due, it'll be listed, and what you would do is you click the forum, and you cannot see anything unless you create a forum. So once you create a forum, and that way you will not see anybody's forum until you create your own, it'll tell you what to do. Read that carefully. No one-liners, please. I want good, substantial discussions here. You can give it a title. Write your response here, your contribution here, and then at some point before the end of the forum, which in this case would be the 29th, you need to respond to the postings of 2 of your classmates. Then, of course, you would do this first, and then you would do the response as you are getting the posts by other students. Make sure you submit this. It'll go directly to my gradebook. So that would be all modules. They will all have the folder, and all modules are set up the same way. You shouldn't have any problems with the class, but unfortunately we're not in the classroom. But we can still communicate. How do you communicate? You first of all send me an email, and then we'll decide how we're going to meet. If you have any questions on this brief orientation, you can email me at my ACC email, and I will respond. I hope you have a good semester, and stay safe.